Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, or how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here with Signature Sports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge with the VIP Tires and Service Xfinity Series, powered by Chop Shop Iracing Series. I tell you what, yesterday was a good race. Today is going to be a good race. Just going to have us some fun. That's what I'm talking about. Brought to you by VIP Tires and Service, 67 locations across the Northeast. Go to VIPauto.com to find a location nearest you. I encourage you to go check out the West Lebanon store and go say hey to Mark Creighton and all the staff over there for us. Qualifying underway for Atlanta Motor Speedway as these drivers get ready to showcase their skills. ChopShopIRacing.com will be a part of the league's 146 laps for the drivers as Atlanta is ready to go. 100% fuel for the drivers, 4 sets of tires. Stage is going to be a 40, 80, and 146 for the mile-and-a-half track. Now, this is Legacy Atlanta, what they call Legacy Atlanta now, after the repave to make it a super speedway last year. This is what they call Legacy now. It's got all the bumps. It's got all the character that Atlanta is known for, and it's going to be a ton of fun. It usually is. Usually it's really hot, it's really slick, and it becomes the bumpy ride on the bottom of 4 that it's known for. So we may see some folks go across the grass. We may see some people run 2 or 3 wide. You never know. You never know. 109 degrees on the track temperature. Air temperature at 83 degrees, 43% humidity, partly cloudy skies. A blistery wind, 11-mile-an-hour wind out there. Might shake these cars up a little bit because it's coming from turn 4 to turn 2 across the infield. That's going to be interesting to see if it plays any kind of dynamic effect. Starting grid for today's race is going to be looking as such. Andrew Payne and Caleb Modzelewski is going to be up there in row number 1. Joe Grijalva going to have Matt Magner row number 2. Jerry Culver back out in the mix. He's going to have row number 3 locked in with Charles Garrett. Row 4 will have the 59 of Anthony Ferrante, our Canadian driver, with Michael Strickland to his outside. Mark Redkin, Curtis Shields will make up row number 5. Row 6 will be Robert Church and Brian Rayburn. Down that starting grid, row 7, Isaac Balsamo. We'll have Chris Robert stays outside, Michael Caffrey, Devin DeSuna, and Joe Nelson bringing up the tail end of the field. Drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. 146 laps can cruise on by as we do see. It will be a ton of fun. Mike, thank you for the share. Appreciate everybody being out there. Much love to all the folks. If you didn't, if you don't get to see the end credits after that, at the end, private donations are expressed there. But always love to say a special thank you to all the folks that do that. Of course, James Mandarude, Rich Holland, Grit Gaming, Charger Fan, Ashcroft, SKOLLKEY. Of course, the Ballistic One herself. Man, it's it'll be a good race. It'll be a good race. I like Atlanta. Atlanta has a lot of dimension and character, especially for the quote unquote legacy Atlanta. I kind of wish they'd just repaved the grooves. Not necessarily made it a super speedway and increased the banking, but did some other things to kind of change the dynamic of this race. So, but it does happen, and it's all good. Look at the points today for the series. Stryker with 2 wins, leads in points. Andrew Payne trying to close in the gap, has 3 wins already. Missed a couple of weeks, so he's been kind of push the envelope, get himself back out front. Matt Magner has a win as well, has locked himself into the next round when they get to the playoffs. Cam Dario leads the points of drivers outside the race line that's locked in, or the drivers that are locked in. Caffrey in 5th. Jeremiah Burke, Brian Rayburn, Redkin, and John Hammond, Mark Odell make up the top 10. I think John's working today, so John, if you're out there watching, we miss you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Daytona is up tomorrow for the NASCAR 2023 season, so if you have not locked in your driver, put it in. Tell us who you think is going to win tomorrow. Fords look strong. Of course, front row locked in by Hendrick Motorsports. Just good things. Drivers out there running in the pack and missed the duels. That was a good little segment to watch. Truck race was interesting as well. Green flag, 146 laps. Payne, Modzelewski, Grijalva, Magner. As Maj looks to go easy peasy out of the turn here. Reload some overlays. Get the right timing, score going up. 10th of a second lead for Andrew Payne. This becomes a hot and furious track. Lap 1 complete. Maj trying to track him down. This racetrack, it's easy to get yourself in a groove to want to be faster and want to get around the driver in front of you. Sometimes being patient just sometimes being patient is all you need. And right now, 32.26. Brian Rayburn, 32.08. 74 runs the fastest lap right now. There's Shields in front of him. Robert Church right behind. There's the Church man. Give a little Black Rifle Coffee look. Driving his Toyota today. Stryker had to jump to pit road. He came out from that point, so I think something must have happened there. He's going to be playing catch-up today. Driver works his corner. Andrew Payne out front, 4 of 146. Matt Magner going to the high side here. Looks like he is trying to make a pass. Whoa. I'm sorry, to the bottom side. Looks like he was trying to make a pass. Looks like it was Jerry Culver back here that was way up the race line. He's got some right side now for the Domino's 13. Robert's back here has Charles Garrett behind him. Charles Garrett to the bottom side. Garrett running his race line where he needs to. Right side damage for Robert's early as well, which is curious that that's what's going on. 5 of 146. It's a lot of time to be running around with the right front dinged up the way it is. Chris is going to have to go to work here. Good look in front. Some drivers 2x2. Culver utilizing the high side. It's difficult. Zach, the only thing would like. It's difficult to want to continue to maintain that high line. The moment you continue to maintain that high line is the moment that you could find the car starting to drift around on you. 59 of Ferrante. Trying to hold his car down to that bottom side. Andrew Payne has led every lap. Right now, Maj in tow. This looks to be kind of calm. Magner in third right now. Little Circle B diecast look going on for that car. Magner has always had clean cars. They look clean. They look nice and easy. Whoa! Curtis Shields at the bottom of the racetrack. Rayburn going around, get a little free, has to recollect himself, get himself rolling back forward. Shields on lap 10. Stages again, lap 40. They don't stop for the stages. Only series that Chop Shop stops for the stages. Or throws a caution for the stages in the truck series. That's on Tuesday nights. They are going to run through it. So this is the change they made for season 2 for the Xfinity series. 93 is hooked up on the bottom side of the race line here. Looking for his 4th win of his early series to get himself closer to Stryker in points. Strickland still trying to hold on 16.5 seconds back. Joe giving us a like. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you. Andrew Payne, half-second lead. And back to where he left off. VIP tires in service on his car. Maj into 53 in tow. Magner right there as well. So kind of an even-paced field as they come around to complete lap 10. Oops, I got to get something to drink. I have something to drink, but I got to get something a little warmer to drink. I feel like I'm going to cough my head off here. So I'll be right back. We'll let these folks do their thing. so good. Devitt in a little 4-pack right here. There's the 43, surrounded with Roberts and Charles Garrett. Brian Rayburn up 7 so far as he continues to work around. Looks like Anthony had an issue on lap 19. Here's a look at what happened here. Way off the corner. Stay below the apron, so Iracing did not throw the caution. Backs it up here a little bit, I think. Yeah. Didn't want to bring out the caution, so he takes it to pit road. Rayburn in and out there for a moment. Top 5-9. Andrew Payne has a 1.2 second lead over Matt Magner, who's taken over second. Modge working on third, trying to hold on to what he has. Grijalva in tow of that driver right now. 5 seconds separate the top 5. 5.5 as Brian Rayburn tries to get a little bit faster. 33.53 was the last lap for Andrew Payne. 33.47 for Magner. And Modge, 33.49. Drivers are trying to find the race pace, but their hands full. Balsamo out of the race. Ferrante is going to be getting the car fixed. Michael Caffrey bringing up the tail end of the field. Stryker off 6 from the start of the race. Of course, jumped to pit road. Is now trying to work his way forward. He has a 21.2 second difference between he and Andrew Payne. Drivers look to go to work. Magner in tow. Just trying to maintain. Mark Redkin trying to get himself a little extra pace out of this. Oh, Nitro Fish at 76. Getting himself out there. Austin Payne for the 93. Yeah, he's got a good one. For the 99. Yeah, he's running the Paul Menard paint scheme. Or Austin Cindric paint scheme. Sorry. Running the Cindric paint scheme. It's Xfinity series. Forget. Caffrey going around Stryker here. Stryker up on the high side. He's got a little bit of right side damage as well. Joe Nelson up 4. Devin Asuna is going to be up 4. Got to get around Charles Garrett right now. Roberts. Having a look here. The 76 tries to go to the inside. A little free. 98 able to check up out of it. You hear the lift in the throttle there. Sometimes at this racetrack, slow is fast. Into the corners, around the corners. Right now, Matt Magner trying to get that race line below a second here. He's been flirting with it for a little bit. Magner, Andrew Payne. Andrew Payne down to the bottom, 2064 for Matt Magner on his iRating, A-Class, 3.56 rating. One of the best getting out there. So does Andrew Payne, of course, 5,079 on his iRating. Steadily improving, A-Class, 4.83. Modge, 1709, A-Class, 2.53. He's about where I'm at. Payne extends to 1.1 this last time by. Brian Rayburn coming to pit road. Locks it up. Getting into pit road. These cars do not like the grass. Rayburn able to get himself to pit lane, so hopefully he didn't get a penalty out of that. 28 of 146. They're about 12 laps away from the stage. As they look to work it.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, It's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional, means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the services they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Good luck for the race teams here today. 32 of 146. 8 laps to go before the end of the stage. Brian Rayburn coming off pit road. Spent a lap getting repaired. He's going to be 2 laps down now. You know, he was on the verge of going a lap down when he had his issues, so he comes to pit road. Well, I take that back. He was going to come to pit road. It looked like he was coming to pit road to take care of what he needed to. And then that looping around, getting on the grass, getting a little bit too hot in the corner. Put yourself in that precarious situation, and that's what happened. Andrew Payne and Matt Magner pretty much running identical times. Not much to be gained or lost between the two drivers. Magner gains on 28, loses on 29, gains on 30, loses a little bit more on 31. And then pretty much almost a dead even stock on lap 32. 4 1/1000ths of a second separating the lap times. We'll see this time by what Andrew Payne's going to put up. 33.874. Magner flirting a little bit more. 1 and 2 really good for Andrew Payne, and we've watched him run Atlanta time and time again. It's usually 3 and 4 that he is less aggressive with. So you know we see these drivers try to carry some race pace and sometimes. And right now, Andrew Payne and Matt Magner still just kind of running each other down. 33.96, 33.98. Caleb, 33.81. Actually, the fastest driver on the racetrack right now, next to Brian Rayburn, who's running two second a lap faster laps. It's all about when you decide to go and how you decide to do it. Good down a full fuel tank, get somewhere between 50 and 55 laps for the 1.5 mile track. We'll see if they can be able to extend that way. Watch drivers do 45, 48 all the time. These drivers have been known to stretch it quite a bit. 99 run on the high side here. He's in 4th. Jerry Culver in 5th, right where he started. 13.6 second difference here as he tries to work around the race line. He still has that right front damage as well. British Shields in tow, a little rear damage on his car, and some heavy right side damage. There is Robert Church. He's got some right side as well. Tell you what, the wall coming up and biting some drivers. Redkin 37 of 146 continuing to move. Folks, if you haven't done so, make sure that you check out the links in the description for all the partners and sponsors of the Chop Shop Racing Series 5 up in front of the 76 there, including Admin Boxx, Track Racer, and RC Race Controller out there giving everybody a good look. Always have to throw up the partners and sponsors of Signature Esports. NordVPN the best security solution that I've ever had. Next to your antivirus and your malware protection, NordVPN is the best solution that I've had. And I can't thank them enough, and my service manager, for being a part of what I've got going on over here at City Tree Sports. Setting us up with some of the best protection for online security that you could ever ask for. Check out the link in the description on Facebook and on YouTube in the race description for NordVPN. You will save yourself a little bit by clicking on the link and using that and using that link. But also, I just recommend it, regardless of what it costs. It's actually pretty affordable. And it's really easy to set up. There's a lot of things that you can do to keep yourself safe out there. And internet security is probably the number one thing, especially as life goes on and as you do things. The more you back up your internet security, if you forget to change your passwords, there's lots of things that you forget to do. So I encourage you to check out NordVPN to set yourself up with some online security solutions through them, and make sure that you do what you do best. Andrew Payne is going to come around half stage one. Going to do it pretty decisively here by a 1.3 second margin. Magner still in tow as they continue to work. And about 10 to 15 laps before they come to pit road here. The partner of City Tree Sports, HelloFresh. You click the link in the description, you're going to go and you're going to get yourself a healthy discount on your first box. Now, if you sign up using the promo code, I believe I put in the race description as well, you're going to be able to get yourself a wonderful not only the discount you get off on your first box, but you can get some free meals over the course of your subscription. So check it out. If anything, it has made a difference on the way that I prepare food, and it's made a difference on the way that I look at meal prep. And normally, you just have to sit down and do it. And really, who has time to do it? They have meal solutions that are easy to cook, easy to follow directions, and make sure you do it right. Even if you don't do it right, most of the time most of the time it still tastes good. So you don't have to be a gourmet chef to have a good meal. Get HelloFresh and check out their meal solutions. Payne out front, Matt Magner, 1.6, 1.7 second lead to that 2 spot. Striker just not having the day that you would think here. Just have some right front damage. And I think the hodl my beer on the back right there is kind of funny. Joe Grijalva, 6.5 seconds. 1.8 second difference here as Andrew Payne tries to extend. Xfinity Series has kind of been Andrew Payne's bread and butter. He won the championship last season. Did so pretty much across the board for the Chop Shop Racing Series. So the Cup Series continuing to be underway right now, but the Truck Series, that's another ball of wax for the 2-time is what we're going to call them. Took the Xfinity Series in Season 1 for the Chop Shop Racing Series, the Cup Series in Season 1. Trucks are still on their first season, so they're working on making the race line work a little bit better. Andrew Payne a little bit free right there. Starting to see him starting to wiggle around. Robert Church, who came in to pit road, working on his race line, his racecraft, a little bit of extra tires, getting himself off that one lap down, getting himself to that one lap down situation now as he tries to track down Jerry Culver. Drivers have to figure out a different line to Andrew Payne. Matt Magner has been able to keep pace with him. And Matt, of course, teammate to Andrew Payne, finished second to him quite a bit. Still trying to learn his race line and improve his craft. Maj in third has been there since, I don't know, about lap 18, lap 19. He's very comfortable, running a decent race line, just having to do what he needs to do right now. Closing the distance down to the top two. Look, he's been trying to save here a little bit. 34.35 on his last lap now. Sorry, 34.21 on his last lap. He's faster than the race leader and Matt Magner. He just got to keep in that groove. That's the way I look at it. Sherry, give us a like. Sherry, thank you very much. I appreciate you, dear. Jerry's in ninth. Able to get that car worked on a little bit when he came to pit road. So, 5 seconds here, 5 seconds there is a big deal. He started fifth. He's in ninth right now, a lap down. Getting himself around Roberge, who is a lap down, 77 of Caffrey. On the verge of going a lap down. He's about 5 seconds off the pace of the 93. 93 not able to get all the way to the bottom of the racetrack now. As you see him a little bit higher on two. And that's where the flow starts to kind of go away. Here's the cockpit view. Trying to hook the bottom of the race line here. You see him losing some of that speed and some of that ground. Magner, who had a 2-second difference here, now down to 1.8. 50 of 146. Trying to stay. You see him having to really work that throttle and work the direction of the wheel. He's free right there. You see the wheel, how much he's moving around. Committing to pit road. So was Magner. Magner was closing him down. Maj coming in as well. Maj, whoa! Those hot tires. Rahalva leads. The car was going away and Andrew Payne could feel it. Line line for the 99. That's where he's been this entire race. Just right there on the high line. Joe Nelson and Caffrey's going to stay out. 44, Joe Nelson into pit road. Roberge going to stay out as well. Stryker trying to keep himself off the lead lap, on the lead lap here. Rahalva coming to pit road. Locks down the race line. It's Michael Caffrey will come around. 20.6 second difference here. Andrew Payne leaving pit road. New tires and fuel. Charles Garrett still a lap down at the moment. He'll try to get himself up into speed here. Rahalva taking his service. Caffrey comes around to lead. This Roberge and that two spot playing catch up to Andrew Payne right now. Payne on the bottom side. Magner 3.5 seconds back. Stryker in fifth here. Rahalva coming off pit road here. Working on closing down some of the distance. Michael Caffrey still leading. Roberge coming to pit lane here as he locks it down. There is our Perth, Australia native. Super awesome guy. But to see him have a ton of fun. That's what this is all about, right? Just having fun. 53 of 146. Andrew Payne. Stage 1 winner. And Jared Culver off two, still working on his racecraft. And now Rahalva gonna have Mark Retkin. I'm sorry, Mark Retkin. He's gonna have Maj coming in. Maj had to serve a penalty because of his pit road entrance. He had such a great pit road entrance happening there, and they had to just immediately lock it up. Makes it tough. So now he's going to be a lap down. A lap down on the same pit strategy that you had before. That's rough. He's a top 3 car all day long. Oh! Hold on here. Oh, Stryker got in the wall. Got into the 53. No caution, though. And now Maj out of the race. I don't know why that wouldn't have been a caution. He's back up on the racetrack here, up on the racing surface. I know he's still rolling forward, but that would have technically been a different situation. Rogue Energy is where I get all my energy from. And actually, I'm out. I had to order some, so it's really good. It's really good. Actually, Jess drinks it too, so she's out of it, or she's got it at her job. She keeps him at it. It keeps him at her job. And then I don't have any more. I don't have any more. I have to get. We had to order some. We have to get. I want to try. They've got 2 new flavors. You got one. It's a bubblegum flavor. I'm not sure about it. I'm gonna try it because I want to make sure that I like it. They've got another one. I think it's like a dragon fruit flavor. We're gonna be trying that here pretty soon. It's some good stuff. Caffrey in second. Magner's going to be in third. Michael Caffrey is yet to come to pit road. 58 is the magic number right now. And right now, nothing wrong with his race pace. Going to run the full length. He's going to run this thing out of fuel, or try to here. Andrew Payne, Caffrey in second. Magner's going to be in third. Magner able to utilize the bottom side here. He is closing down the distance pretty quickly here. But 27, be able to go around him. And I tell you what, Caffrey's got a different plan here. Rahalva will be in fourth. 9.5 second difference he's trying to track down. Andrew Payne just gets in and out of pit road so fast that, and when you are the pole sitter, having that last pit stop, you know where you're going, you know what to expect, and you can get off of pit road faster because that line is right there. You don't necessarily have to worry about any of those situations. So, Rayburn coming off pit road. 61 of 146. Caffrey to the pit road the first time. You get himself down to that, I think it's 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. That is an atrocious speed limit for Atlanta. Rayburn reassuming the race right now. He's got a special message on the back of that car. Don't blink. Don't blink. Trying to show it. Well, he's blinking. That's that one. Let's see if we can see the deck lid here. Ooh. There's the kids. There you go. There's your special message. See, I pay attention. 13. Going to go a lap down here. Robert Church a lap down now. Mark Redkin, the next driver in tow. Andrew Payne looking to lap the field. Teammate 7.1 second behind. As 74 goes around and gets another lap back. He's completing lap 59, so he's going to be 3 laps down now. As they come around and complete lap 64. A chance for the top 4 to enjoy themselves. Now, Michael Caffrey has the better segment here. He's a little slower on pit lane, but he just ran his fastest lap of the race. Charles Garrett coming to pit road. And Caffrey, who is just a lap down, will be looking at Andrew Payne and that long-run race pace. We'll have to see if it's going to pan out. Across the start-finish line they go. Michael Caffrey in 10th. He's looking at turn 3, so he's not far off from trying to outrace himself here. Was able to keep up quite a while. And maybe an opportunity here if they continue to work. Most of the drivers came in around 50 or so, and then some of the drivers came in on the 45, 41 mark. Most of what I see is the 55 to 58 mark. That's what I've seen out of most. Andrew Payne called it quits after 50. So he might run himself to 100, 105, somewhere in that mark. Make a shorter stint towards the end, especially when it comes to the stage. Stage is going to end in 13 laps, so second stage on lap 80. And then run it all the way out to 146. Strickland having an off day today. Got in contact with the 53. Rebounced it off the wall. 53's day is done. 59 still looking like a modified right now. I don't know where that happened. I didn't even see that happen. Oh, we did see that happen. We did. I'd take that back. We saw that happen earlier. He just had to spend a lot of time getting the car fixed. 6 minutes, 11 seconds, making that into a modified. 7.4 second difference. And a pretty uneventful race so far. Rahalva in third. He's coming to pit road when the leader comes to pit road. I guess if you can't beat him, join him. Not saying that he couldn't, because there's racetracks he's good at that he can. I know that he's a solid shoe-in to do it. Maj says the Iruna's race with the pit road entry. Nah, there was a chance. There's always a chance. You could have worked that back around. You're faster than a lot of drivers. Right now, you got all the way through the top 5. So it is what it is. It just sucks. Rutkin, next driver in danger of going a lap down. Payne digging. Magner there. So it on exciting, folks. I'll be back. A lot of action happening here. There's Caffrey still trying to work his way forward. His lap time's about a tenth off the pace of Andrew Payne right now. There goes Charles Garrett to the bottom side. Garrett is going to be a couple of laps down, 3 laps down right now as we see drivers try to make up their mind where they're going to be. There's Curtis Shields, 34.50. Drivers hitting their second pit stops. DeSuna is he was off the racetrack there for a moment. Some right side front damage for him. So here's a look at what happened there. He just came in and tapped the wall. Yeah, he did. 79 of 146. Magner 7.5 back. Rohalva 17 back. Redkin in 4th. Church is going to be in 5th. Caffrey still working forward. 33.90 his last lap. He's a little faster than the race leader, but he's not seconds faster like he was before. So this is it's a different look here. Different. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do with my hands. Culver in 6th, trying to work his way back to 5th here. Robert Church is in 5th. He's got about 5.8 seconds to that driver behind. Culver came in on 41. Just had a little bit faster of a pit stop, but Robert Church able to win that race off pit road and continue to work forward. 93, 27, 99. Or the drivers. Brian Rayburn back to pit road again. We'll go another lap down. Be 4 laps down now. He just got one of those laps back. Andrew Payne takes the stage. I do apologize about that. I didn't snip that. Sorry, John. I didn't snip that one. I was thinking 100 instead of 82. So, John, you'll have to go back for that one. My bad. Actually, take that back. We won't. Nobody's changed position in the top 10, so we will do that. Here we are. Rayburn was already 3 laps down. He was in the same spot, so. Here we are. All right, everybody. Redkin a lap down now. Andrew Payne, Matt Magner. Drivers looking at deciding when their stints are going to be up. All right. Looks like Andrew Payne in his leading ways, 86 of 146, barring a catastrophe. Kind of walking away with this one for the time being. We'll see. A lot of talent. 99, little wall tap there. A lot of talent in the field. Everybody's every week trying to track down the 93. Every stinking week. Matt Magner's in second. Grijalva in third. Mark Redkin's going to be in fourth. Albert Church in fifth. The big question is where's Michael Caffrey going to finish? He's piqued my interest. 0.2 of a second faster than Andrew Payne, Joe Nelson. About the same lap times as Caffrey. Culver off on the bottom here. He did the wall tap, comes up. It's back rolling straight. We've averted probably 5 cautions today. It is what it is. I'll be back. All right, there's Caffrey, Mark Redkin in fourth. Redkin's having a good day. Being able to keep that car pretty clean. Grijalva solid for third here as Caffrey goes around. It's just the race line right now. Grijalva 3/10 of a second faster than Andrew Payne. Andrew Payne starting to get to that point where his fall off is starting to approach that decision on what he's going to be doing. 9.2 second difference. Matt Magner working the car just the same. Here's Grijalva. Grijalva has some right side damage. And that happened this last lap. I'm going to have to back it up. I want to back it up a little bit here, folks. I mean, he had a little bit before, but it didn't seem as predominant. Maybe I was just mistaken. Maybe I was wrong. Didn't look near as what it was. His lap time was significantly slower than Andrew Payne and the rest of the field. I don't know. Getting faster, though. 21.87, 21.9. So, well, I take that back. Andrew Payne, slower. Grijalva, 34.67. So, yeah, he's trying to work that Larson line here at Atlanta. Mark Redkin, 20.4 back from Grijalva here. Capri in fifth. This is the race for... I'm going to say it's going to be the race for third. Unless they can figure out how to squeeze out a lap over Andrew Payne here. Even if the drivers decided they were going to come to pit road now, a caution were to come out, they're still taking the waiver round here. And this is all but this driver's race. I think 15 drivers left in the field. Here's Ferrante. He's out there still running 18 laps down. Ray Burns in 14th. All coming to pit road. Redkin's going to take over fourth here. Or take over third here. Andrew Payne coming around. So Grijalva's a lap. Whoa! But a speeding penalty for the 93 there. Magner into pit road. We'll get down to speed. Or be up to 56 miles an hour. Redkin comes in. How is that not a speeding penalty? I don't know. I checked. 50 miles an hour is what pit road speed limit is, and he came in at a 61 on my telemetry. Lock those tires up. So, I mean, I'm surprised it didn't hold him, but hey. Caffrey to third. Coming in on an even 50, 102 of 146. Andrew Payne now has a 13-second lead. I was watching the telemetry. Magner went up to 56 miles an hour on pit road. Andrew Payne was on there as well. He was heavy. But Magner came in at 50. So I'm starting to understand a little bit on how drivers can sneak their way around and give themselves a pit road advantage. Have to double check that. I'll have to go back and look at his in-car telemetry on iRacing because I want to make sure it's matching up to SDK. And plus, he came in. Right here. His entry was cooking. Sorry, I'm scrolling. He's coming around, gets down to the bottom side here. I mean, the pit road commitment cone, I don't know. It didn't matter. I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding the simulator, folks. That's it. Thought at that point Andrew Payne was speeding, but I'll have to go back and look at that later after the fact. I thought he was really speeding, not like the 2 mile an hour buffer or whatever that is. Either way, nothing's changed. Andrew Payne out front, Magner in second, Caffrey in third. Rahalva looking to take back over third as Caffrey's going to stay out as long as he can. Probably will come in at 120. You're kidding. All right, folks, about 90 things going on in my house at the same time. 93, 27, 99, 1, 2, 3. Caffrey in fourth. Rahalva 31 seconds off the pace. Andrew Payne right behind him, looking to put him a lap down. Devin Asuta comes to pit road for the final time. Jerry Culver in as well. As it's a race. To be... It's a race. Andrew Payne trying to extend, get his fourth win of the Xfinity Series Season 2. One on January 7th, one on the 28th, one on the 4th at Las Vegas. And Stryker got the win last week. Excuse me. And Andrew Payne looking to do it once again. 120 of 146 complete. And we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Thank you to ChopShopIRacing.com. Thank you to Admin Boxx. Thank you to Track Racer. Of course, there's a link in the description for Track Racer to help support Chop Shop Racing Leagues. And what the Chop Shop iRacing Series, sorry. If you want to be a part of that, you want to check out their sim race, go out there and find that link in the description. Whole lots of links in the description. Whole lot of them. VIP Tires and Service, giving you all of the friendly advice that you could ask for when it comes to, well, you know, everything. 67 locations across the Northeast. Make sure you check them out. Go to VIPauto.com and find a location nearest to you. And commercial break.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, or how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
.22 laps to go. Grijalva in third. Just went a lap down. Magner, 22 and a half seconds back from Andrew Payne. Story of the afternoon. Caffrey trying to do something different here. Is going to find himself 3 laps down at an issue getting off pit road there. And at a top 5 car is going to be working around Grijalva here. Brian Rayburn to the bottom side. He's going to give up some race pace. Beating a run, he is just trying to work around. There's the 77. Going to be able to kind of walk around the 93 right now. Trying to keep the car clean. Still has an opportunity. 20 laps to go. It's going to be a 16-second difference between he and Robert Church, who's in 5th here. So I would think that he might be able to do something here, be able to get himself back to 5th at least. Mark Redkin's going to be in 4th here, a lap down. And Caffrey has a 38-second difference between that driver. So Redkin solid for 4th, it looks like. Drivers under fire, that'll be under fire with 19 laps to go. Robert Church, Curtis Shields, Caffrey trying to look for a top 5 night, 33.14. Has yet to crest the 32 mark. He's just been trying to take it easy. Whoa! Net code for the 2 drivers. Back that up for a second here. There's a little wheel hop net code. Right, and try to get around the 24. 24 slow there. He went to the inside. You see the car just turn in. It just shows the collection of everything. Well, he'll get around Charles Garrett. Go back to work. Andrew Payne in tow once again. 77 has to go back to work. The 14-second difference between the 5 and the 28. 28 closing down the distance to Robert Church here. Trying to look for a top 5 night. With 17 laps to go. Caffrey about a second per lap faster than Shields and Church. .33.98 the last lap for Andrew Payne. 22.8 second difference between he and Matt Magner. .16 to go. Robert Church to pit lane. Curtis Shields takes over 5th. Caffrey to 6th. Now 10-second difference between he and Curtis Shields. Charles Garrett to pit road. Brian Rayburn in the 74. 12th right now. Stryker up to 11th. Atlanta just hasn't been his track. Normally we see him up there inside the top 5. Today a different story. Tonight, we're going to have some dirt racing, Dirt Assassin Series, getting themselves going at about 7:30 Eastern. I do believe is the start time there. Tomorrow, Dirt Anarchy. Tomorrow night, that is going to be another race, another series, another interesting talking point. Doubleheader kind of racing for these drivers. Redkin is going to be another lap down here as the 93 goes to the inside. 13 laps to go to be 12 laps to go. James, appreciate you. Four more days, we get to watch you stream and enjoy that. Thank you, Mr. Mandarude. Going to be a part of the series and try to go after Andrew Payne? Well, there's a way that you can do it. Go to ChopShopIRacing.com. And make sure that you join their Discord. You have a chance to win up to $500 total when it comes to these racing series. Stage wins matter. Of course, not only do the stage wins matter, but they also have some extra payouts for the driver's biggest mover of the race, things of that sort. So go and check out shop.iracing.com. Fill out this field a little bit. Xfinity Series not happen near the field they normally do, so home now. Oh. I'm sorry, James. Much love, my man. Many prayers, brother. Some extra prayers for the Vanderwood family out there, folks. Well, prayers to the Vanderwood family. That is that's no good, man. Sorry to hear that. I really am. You tell me if there's anything we could do, okay? Anytime, man. Anytime. You're like family, brother. You may be my digital family, but you're my fam. I appreciate you. $93, $27, $99, $76, $28 is going to be your top five so far. Caffrey still closing down the distance to Curtis Shields. Has 7 laps to do so. I think Caffrey has this one. It's Matt Magner in front of Curtis Shields here. Rahalva, only driver a lap down, 7 laps to go. Everybody else 2+. Caffrey looking for the better run right now. 2 seconds a lap faster. He's consistent. I will give him that. He's consistent. His fastest lap of 32.93. He didn't run that until 5 or 6 laps ago. Excuse me. So he's been hovering around the 33 mark for a while, and that's what he's been running, is 33-second laps. I know he's on a different cycle right now than everybody else. He was trying to do something different, but I will say that it's worked for him. Right now, Caffrey, who came at a 120. 18 lap pressure tires. He even has a little bit of damage, had a little issue. He's still going to have a top 5 car if he can get around Curtis Shields here, who's right behind Matt Magner, 5 laps to go. Battle for 5th. Really the only battle on the race line right now is 77 might look to go to the outside. He is. He's going to make the pass on the outside here. Matt Magner up the race line. Brian Rayburn barking the tires down pit road. So Caffrey, up into the wall. Now has to work on trying to hold on to 5th. Curtis Shields does have some heavy right side damage. 6th place car, 7 goes around the 27, or 77 goes around the 27 here. 4 laps to go, no way to get it back. Andrew Payne on track for his 4th win of the series to take the points lead away from Stryker, who's got an 11th place car right now. Did crest inside the top 10, but Robert Church came to the pit road and put some fresh Goodyear tires on that, some field goods. So he'll be 3 laps down. Church up 1 from the start of the race. Stryker had to jump to pit road for I don't know why in the very beginning, but he did. So he's still working on that. 2 to go this time by is the 93. Finds his speed once again. Continues to have his leading ways. Church fastest driver on the racetrack. Ryan Rayburn looking solid where he is at. He had to come back to pit road a couple of times there, utilizing all the tires and utilizing everything he's got. Final lap for the 93, this time by, and another dominating performance. And I really only have one question for him whenever I get to talk to him. And that is it getting boring? Not really getting boring. Is it getting, no, I don't even want to ask that because that's kind of, that's facetious on my end. I don't want to do that. Andrew Payne, Matt Magner, Joe Grijalva, your 1, 2, 3 here. Race winner. Matt Magner's going to be second. Joe Grijalva going to come around and finish in third. Keeping off that wall. Robert Church getting one more lap over Jerry Culver. So he was able to gain a spot there. The very tail end of this. Race results. Payne, Magner, Grijalva, Redkin, Caffrey will be your top 5. Shields, Nelson, Roberts, Church, Culver. Riker finishes in 11th. Rayburn in 12th. DeSuna's going to finish in 13th. Garrett, Ferrante, Maj Zaleski. Hold on, that's loud. Maj Zaleski and Balsamo. The tail end. 17 drivers today. And Andrew Payne, your race winner. Yeah, lots of love and prayers. Absolutely, Sherry. Joe was doing his thing. All right, where they at? Come on. Andrew Payne, your race winner, 26-second lead over your teammate. And another performance like you're putting down. Are you getting bored?
Well, this one this one was fun. I mean, I'm very, very, very surprised we went all 146 laps green. And I'll be honest with you, Jason, I went into today thinking that we're on the new Atlanta, so I didn't realize that we were going to be on the old one until I got in the session. Man, huge applaud to all of the drivers for going entire race green. That's first time I think we've done that in the league, and it was a blast. I'm tired, I'm sore, I'm sweaty. I've been focusing so hard for the last hour and a half, and it paid off. And man, I didn't expect that type of run. I thought I was gonna burn stuff up more. I'm not. In the official side of things, I normally have problems here. I burn my stuff up a lot, but it was I don't know, just felt really good today, and I think I was pacing myself really well, and I'm glad we went green. I wasn't really looking for a caution there. Yeah, I'm a little scatterbrained right now, but I'm glad that one is over, and that was a lot of fun.
That was pretty boring on our side. We needed cautions. I mean, 146 laps green is always a plus. I applaud everybody the same, but man, it was just there was no catching you today. And you have tracks like this that you get out and there's just that the 93 is going to be fast, and you talk about the official side, but in this league, everybody's trying to catch you and trying to find your race line, and then you go out and you throw out a performance like today, and then they're like, "Oh, we have a lot of work to do."
Yeah, Atlanta. Well, this version of Atlanta too is really difficult. It's a huge tire eater. During practice, I was just trying to keep my tire wear under 1% a lap, which is super hard. And it's difficult, slipping, sliding. I know I had my moments every now and then. The car gets really free going in a straight line on the backstretch, and it's an interesting race. And also, to add to your comment about the on the broadcast side it being a little boring, I was actually talking to a Magner about that. I'm like, I bet Jason's probably not having too much fun with how spread out the field was, because I know that there wasn't a ton of action going on. But I am happy we were able to go the entire race. But there could have been a little bit more excitement from our side.
It's okay. I try to joke about it because, as many times especially in the last 3 weeks, that I've had races that have just been too eventful. Let's put it that way. Sometimes it is nice to call a race as just calm. Today was calm. And of course, I have 900 things going on in my house right now at the same time. So this was as much as I was like, well, nobody's going to catch him. At the same time, I can answer questions to people. So it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Andrew, it is always a pleasure because you're stupid dang old fast. Talk to you a lot. My man, give you shout outs. Always fun. I mean, you put 26 seconds, 26.2 seconds on your teammate. Everybody else was a lap down or better.
Yeah, I didn't quite expect that, and I'll take it. I guess that's the first I've lapped this many cars in a field before.
No. You've lapped the field before, but that was in the trucks, I believe. But outside of that, there's. It's not necessarily one of those accomplishments. You see that in NASCAR heat. You don't see it in iRacing all that too much, unless you're in the open and you got somebody out there such as yourself that's just dominant with the best setup. And right now you just I can't speak dividends. I say it every week, and I say it every time that you're on the racetrack, that you're fast. And I know that's a cliche. It's not that you're just fast. You're consistent. You're methodical. You think about what you do. When I look at your lap times, I thought you got a pit road speeding penalty earlier and ruined your race, and I went back because my telemetry said you were doing 56 entering, and I was like, oh no, because that's when you had to lock up your tires a little bit, and I was like, I'm gonna have to go back and look because I want to make sure my telemetry doesn't give me a bad read. And that's what I'm going to do when I go. I'm going to save the replay. I'm going to go back. I'm going to watch the telemetry on your entrance there because, I don't want to call you out whenever and say, hey, you did this when you didn't. You know what I mean? And so, not only do you help drivers try to be faster and try to have a line, they can go back and watch what you do, even after the fact, to determine how this track should run for them according to how they should race you, but. It gives me an opportunity that when things like that happen to be able to try to fine tune myself as well. So a lot of talent across iRacing, and we know that you're going to be you're going to be tough to beat in this series. I mean, back-to-back championships would be cool to watch, but I can't applaud you anymore. I try to root against you, and then at the end of the day, I'm like, he was just stupid fast.
Yeah, and actually, you are right. I on that last stop, I almost sped. I came in at like 70, and I thought my race was over. But so I don't believe your telemetry was wrong because I definitely had a little bit of a moment there myself. So, but it's all good and fun. I'm still learning myself, and I want to get myself better to go go compete in the Pro Series at some point in time. And it starts with just making laps like this.
Long time overdue. Andrew, give you shout outs, my man. Congrats on the race win here. You were the Chop Xfinity Series champion last year. It says it on this every time we call you. So there you go, my man.
Well, first and foremost, huge thanks to VIP Tire and Services for not only coming aboard for the Xfinity series and the trucks, but also coming aboard for the car. Really glad that I can represent that company. Huge shout out to you, Jason, and Signature Sports for calling all these races as always. I know you guys put on a good show, even if we're not putting on the most exciting show, but I appreciate you and all that you do. Huge shout out to both John and Stryker for putting on the league, putting on the series. I really appreciate it that they've allowed me to come out and run with these guys. It's fun. I look forward to my Saturday afternoons running some Xfinity cars. Huge shout out to once again VIP Tires and Services, Quick Time Motorsports Media, Hall Metal Fab, Citrus Hot Sawn Mower, V&H Fresh, ASRC, Ryko Performance. Huge shout out to Magner and the Amplify boys. I know he had a little bit of a run in there late, but glad he was able to still finish P2. Huge shout out to all the other competitors as well. Really, really solid racing for the most part today. And, glad to be able to race around these guys, and all of us have some really good courtesy around each other. And last but certainly not least, huge shout out to all the fans that come out and support the league, the broadcasts, everything, us drivers. Really do appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day to come watch us race, and looking forward to next week.
That is the man, Andrew Payne. Mark says, congratulations, by the way, everybody out there. Anthony says, nice race, guys, no yellows. All good things. Andrew, we'll see you next. We'll see you next week.
Yep. Thank you.
Always 93, your race winner. Sherry, great race. Going back to bed. I hope you feel better, Sherry. I really do. Matt Magner is going to be your P2 finisher today. Doing all you can to track him down. You finished second to your teammate quite a bit, but it's still learning opportunities, still racing opportunities. And how was your vacation, my man?
Oh, it was good, man. It was a long one. Ended up staying another week. It turned out we could extend it a little bit longer than we did, and it was nice to take a break.
I'd be happy with that extra week on vacation just because. I like it, man. How's the fam? How's everything going? I screw the race. You finished second. We that's it. How are you doing? We haven't talked to you in how many weeks now?
Oh, it's been a few. Yeah, we're good. We're back. We're all tanned up. Ready to get back into the swing of things.
Love it, man. All right, tell me about the race. There for a little bit, especially in the early stint, seemed like you had figured out how to keep pace by hundredths of seconds. I mean, the race pace was the same. Pit road is where Andrew gains on a lot of folks. But as far as your race line and your race pace, I mean, you're right there with him.
Yeah, I was telling him that first stop, I got in, everything was good, but getting out, he killed me. I took my time. I just noticed in practice it was touch and go coming off pit lane. I didn't want to spin out or anything, and it cost me. And then from there on out, it was just, once he got that big lead, it was done.
Well, finding speed where there is no speed. I mean, there's speed around this guy quoted, they call it a legacy track now, but this is Atlanta to me. The super speedway that they've turned it into is not racing for me. This is racing. This was a driver's track. Atlanta's always been a driver's track when it comes to the bumps, the grooves, having turn 4 be the ultimate demise of cars for the most part. Andrew talked about how these cars get free on the straightaways. Just the logical concept around this racetrack is that it's been the most dangerous quad oval in motorsports history for a while.
Yeah, it's this track is crazy. These cars are really tough to drive too, compared to the trucks or the next gen. A lot of throttle control. You just really gotta be easy on the throttle, and if you do that, it pays dividends in the end.
Keeping the tire wear down, keeping everything just where you need it to be. It seemed like you guys had a strategy 50-50 and then just finished it at the end.
Yep. We talked about that at the beginning, and we stuck to that plan. And thankfully, there's no cautions, but it worked out good today.
It looked like you were having fun, Matt. I know that you are looking for your win, and I know that you're going to need it for the playoffs. So What do you most look forward to? Especially, I mean, we've got. Let me look at the schedule again one more time. I always have it pulled up, but then I close it back down, looking at 94 other things. So we just finish up Atlanta. We're going to Watkins Glen next week, and then we have an off week after that. Phoenix, Kentucky, and Dover. Shortly after that, those are challenging tracks and tracks that you're very familiar with.
Yeah, Phoenix isn't my favorite, but Kentucky, we'll see. It's a good lineup. I like Dover. Hopefully, maybe Andrew will take a week off and let me sneak a win in.
Well, you can still beat him. I've watched you do it in the past.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get him. We learn from every week, so maybe we'll get that extra speed that he has and finally bump him off.
You're still a winner in my book. Matt, P2 finished today. Give your shout-outs, my man.
Thanks, man. I got to thank you, Jason, Signature Esports, for another awesome broadcast. John Stryker for running the league. Our league sponsor, VIP Tires and Service. I got to thank my wife and daughter for, letting me spend a couple hours down here today. And that's it.
All right, my man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, pal.
He's back from vacation. Matt Magner giving us all of the absolute incredible drive lines that he has. Another drive line that was different, running a Larson line today. Mr. Grijalva, tell me about your race, my man.
Hello, Jason. Good to talk to you again on the other side. It was a good race. I'm happy it went green all the way. This was I like the long runs. I just couldn't run the bottom as well as the top two guys. I kept losing the car, so I'm like, fine, I'll run the wall. I felt very comfortable out here, so just held on for the top three, running the wall, and it worked out for us.
I tell you what, that was I was wondering. I was like, he's not been on the bottom, and I was watching you run that line. I mean, your fastest lap time is only about 9/100ths of a second off of Andrew Payne, and that was running the high side. And your average lap time was right there in par over the course of the long haul. Of course, the race line around the high side, of course, is the longest way around the racetrack. But if you're stable, it can be comfortable.
Absolutely. You just can carry more speed up top. You don't have to slow down as much and all that junk. Just caught the wall a couple times in that traffic. It's not perfect, but it was very comfortable for me. So my goal was just to stay where it's at, not loop the car or get into a wreck. So I call it a good solid day.
A top three finish is still nothing wrong with that. I mean, you were only a lap down to some of the drivers who were running that bottom side that went multiple laps down. But a lot of that had to do with pit road entry and exit for Payne and some of the drivers in front of you. Of course, Magner was just bad fast as well. But where does getting in and out of pit road here change the dynamic? Because if you get in, we watched you get in, and you had a little struggle on one of the pit stops. It seemed like the pit road entry here, when it flattens out, can loosen these cars up pretty quick.
Yeah, it's just that transition from the bank to the flat. The car will want to kick around, especially if you're real hard on the brakes. You're just sliding, and it's going to break free. But Andrew's always been good at pit entries and exits since we saw him race in the league, and it's one if not his most strong suit, where he gains the most time pit entry and exit. Myself, it's my crutch. I'm on the other side. I got to work on it. But I was just very careful. I've heard drivers being very slick going in. Caleb caught the penalty hitting the pit cone, and I'm like, I'm just gonna take it easy. Don't push it. I'm having a solid day, and that's what I wanted out of Atlanta. I love this track. I love old Atlanta, and just a solid day to finish it out.
You did, and you did just that, Joe. Congratulations, a P3 finish. Podium is nothing wrong with that. Give your shout-outs, my man.
Absolutely. Thank you for broadcasting for everybody in the world to see, the fans, Dad watching as always, my sister, my wife, bedridden right now. It's almost that time. We're getting closer.
Yeah.
So we're excited to share it with the world with you, with Uncle Jason. And of course, all the fans and everybody, all the drivers. Great job to the drivers today. We went green the whole way, and it was fantastic.
Well, let's see. I'm looking at the Chop Shop schedule, and there's a group of days that you're allowed to have this baby. Okay.
We gotta schedule it.
That's right. I want to be around. No, it's all good. Joe, much love, man, and I'm so happy for you. I really am. It's your second, right? It's a great blessing.
Absolutely. We're very elated. I'm happy to bring a second one to the family. Hopefully we can get them in a cart in a couple years after that. Then we'll go from there.
It's 5 years old in a cart. That's I like to hear that.
Absolutely.
That's the way to go. Joe, much love, my man. Be good, be safe. We'll talk to you in a couple days. Actually, we'll talk to you later. You're gonna finish the top 3.
Later, good vibes for the sprint race.
Right.
I think that's helping my highlight. I was imagining the sprint car running up top today. I'm like, oh, we're transitioning some skills, so we're excited.
It is. So this Xfinity can drive like a sprint. Put it on dirt. All right, Joe. We'll see you later.
Have a good one. Thank you.
It's Grijalva. He finishes in P3. Andrew Payne, talented as ever, gets himself out there, gets another win, folks. I wanted to ask him if he got bored, because sometimes, and I do hear it and I do see it, when you lead a race and you get that tunnel vision, you kind of lose your train of thought. You just it just becomes repetition. And I gotta ask, you gotta ask the tough questions sometimes. I want to root against him. He's so fast that you can't. And at the same time, when things get tightened up and get more interesting, that's the way it is. But Caffrey was the move today. That was he's up 10 spots. He finishes 5th. Joe Nelson up 10 as well. So big movers times 2 today. But Caffrey was the story, trying to see what he was doing, and he made those last 5 laps interesting. Of course, Robert Church making a last lap pass to take 9th from Jerry Culver was interesting as well. But Andrew Payne, your race winner today for the Chop Shop Xfinity Series, folks. I'll be back here in a couple hours for the Dirt Assassin doubleheader. They're going to run street stocks or the dirt street stocks and the 360 sprints. And I don't even know what track they're at, but I know it's going to be a ton of fun. Let's look. Oop, back up. Schedule. Boom. Where are we at? We did Lincoln, Charlotte. Are we at Charlotte? We're at one of these tracks. I think if we're at Charlotte, that's going to be fun. If we're not at Charlotte, we're at Fairbury. So it'll all be fun. It's all going to be good. Love to see it. Be good, be safe, folks. I will see you just around the bend. I'm going to go and do something about this cough. I'm going to have to get some more Dayquil or something, because it's getting better. I feel better, but the cough is still there, and it's crazy. But it is what it is. Check out the sponsors. Thank you to VIP Tires and Service, Admin, Boxx, Track Racer, I'm on RC, the Chop Shop Racing Series, and everybody out there. I appreciate you all. This was an uneventful race, but sometimes the leagues need these uneventful races just to know that it can run very clean. It can run like this, where just a driver's going to get out there and dominate, and everybody else is racing for that next position. And that's pretty much what today was. And it just seemed like it was destined to be. Atlanta can be atrocious. Today it was less than that. Be good, be safe, be kind of one another. If you don't, you're not my friend. We'll see you in the next one.